Hello and welcome to the Heroic Achievement video guide for Utgarde Keep. There's only one heroic achievement for this instance, and that's the On the Rocks achievement for the Prince Keleseth encounter, so that's all I'll be guiding you through today. My name is Lore, and like all the guides on the tankspot.com, all the video guides there, this is intended not just for tanks, but for all classes that may be attending this instance, including healers, DPS, and obviously tanks. Now, to those of you who may not be familiar with the fight already, Prince Keleseth will occasionally cast an ability called Frost Tomb on one of your party members. This will stun them and they will not be able to perform any actions while they are under the effects of it. Normally you would DPS these down immediately to break the Frost Tomb and get that party member back into the fight, but for the heroic achievement you have to leave them up. You can't break any of the Frost Tombs if you want to get the heroic achievement. So as you can probably tell, that adds quite a bit of potential difficulty to the encounter. If the Frost Tomb's on a DPS, no big deal. They can just sit there and you'll just have a little bit less damage going out for a second. If the Frost Tomb is on a tank, which you'll see here in this encounter shortly, it can be kind of a little trouble, but still fairly manageable. The biggest problem will happen if the Frost Tomb happens to land on your healer. That's why it's definitely recommended that you bring some sort of hybrid DPS that can also cast heals to when you perform this achievement, simply because them being able to toss out even one or two heals while the main healer is Frost Tombed will greatly increase your chances of success. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to pull him and more or less just tank him where he's standing. He doesn't move around a whole lot because he'll generally just cast spells, but I'm going to start watching out for some skeletons to come over from the left. I'm going to try and pick them up as soon as they come, but as you'll see here shortly, I've just been Frost Tombed and I can't move. Obviously the boss, you can see him, is still casting spells at me, and I was able to get a little bit of aggro on the skeletons, but they mostly just ran off after whoever they wanted. That's fine. The skeleton damage can be healed through, and we're primarily concerned with burning down Prince Keleseth as quickly as possible. Now my Frost Tomb is going to wear off here, and he's cast another one on the Elemental Shaman over to the left. So I'm just going to run back into melee and mostly concern myself with tanking the boss. I'll pick up the skeletons as much as I can, but I'm mostly concerned with putting as much DPS on the boss as possible. Now this last Frost Tomb here, you'll see, is going to land right next to him, so I'm going to move away because I don't want to accidentally break that Frost Tomb with any AoE damage. And there he goes. I already had the achievement, but you can see in the lower right, if you look really closely, one of the members of our party got it, and that's all there is to it. It's just a quick DPS burn. Make sure you don't kill any of the Frost Tombs, and make sure all those skeletons are at least somewhat under control. Thanks for watching. Once again, my name is Lore with tankspot.com, and good luck!